Hello, hello, hello.
I still love your bling on your iPhone.
Thank you.
Are you gonna get?
You know what upsets me is that I've had a lot of money for this bling little case here, and well, I didn't. Ricky did, but it was an argument over purchasing it, and I won.
Of course.
And so I spent a lot of money.
Of course.
And then I was at the Spring Valley Swap Meet this weekend.
I already know where this is going.
It wasn't even $5 at the fucking swap meet.
Right? See? That's why you love that place so much, right? You won't be buying the expensive cases anymore, will you?
No, Ophelia will start losing arguments.
Especially when you upgrade your phone to the new one.
What? I just got this one. I have like 5 years to go or something.
No, you can upgrade after a year.
Oh, you can?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Speaking of upgrades.
Speaking of upgrades.
On phones. It was my dad's birthday on Tuesday.
Oh, happy birthday!
And so I took Bodyguard John and Jay, producer Jay, to the dinner with me.
Uh-huh. And where was dinner?
The San Diego San Diego Brewing or something.
Brewing company?
Yeah, something.
Where
I don't know.
That
it's in San Diego. No, it's at well, I know how to get there.
Okay.
It's down by like Petco.
Oh, okay.
In the valley, kind of.
Got it.
Kind of near Kaiser Hospital.
Got it.
Kind of there. Anyway, so it was good. It was actually pretty good.
Is Dad a beer drinker? Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So, several things happened that were very funny. One, I don't want to throw Jay Turner completely under the bus, but I will. First off, I had to take his phone away from him.
Well, yeah. Oh, hell.
Because he was on Facebook, which he was being just extremely rude, and because he was having some political debate on Facebook. And I'm like,
with me.
Take it off.
It was me, I know.
Well, so finally I had to take the phone away. And then Bodyguard John pulled out his phone.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, yes. Well, Jay instantly started having pre-coming climaxes over Bodyguard John's phone because he has a...
It's big.
Yeah, it's a big phone. And so...
It's proportionate to his hand.
It is. It looks okay. You don't notice how big it is in Bodyguard John's hand.
Right.
In Jay's hand, I thought he was holding an iPad. I thought he got the little mini iPad.
Does he have the Galaxy? He has
a Galaxy Note.
Got it.
So Jay, so then they spent the rest of the dinner on that phone, and Jay's like, oh, that's the phone I'm getting. I've got to have that phone. I've got to have it. I just got to have it. So that was one. Second, our waiter. Oh. Kelly was our waiter's name. He was tall.
Okay, I was going to say he, she.
And he was cute. And Jay was drooling.
Of course. Of course.
Kind of obviously, too.
Probably making poor Kelly.
Like every time, the guy would come and like put something, like he was putting, Jay would be like this.
Oh, not like this?
No, he was trying to look up at him.
Oh, God.
It was really...
Which probably made him very uncomfortable.
I think that he probably was gay. It's just a feeling I have. Yeah. I don't think he was into Jay, but whatever.
He was probably into you.
No, I don't think he was into me either. I think he was more into Bodyguard John.
Bodyguard John. Well, I was going to say the only other option would have been your dad.
Right. And then my mom and dad's next door neighbor, Kevin, showed up. And Jay had I thought we were going to have to clean up because...
Wow.
He's a very tall ginger.
A very tall ginger. Wow.
Yes. So, yeah. So Jay actually, because him and his girlfriend came in late, and they were all trying to figure out the seating arrangements. And there was like a seat next to me. Jay Turner goes, "Oh, you should move and let him sit down."
You should move and let him sit down. Well, I guess you know how you rate wife.
I should move and sit down. So you know what I said? There's room on the other end of the table.
You can take your chair down there.
Yeah. Why don't you have Kelly go pull up another chair? But it was very fun.
Kevin brought his girlfriend.
Sarah. She's very sweet. Yeah. It was fun.
Well, I didn't get that invite, so I wouldn't know.
Well, you were at the center.
Of course.
Volunteering. You couldn't have gone.
Always.
Yeah. So it was Halloween weekend.
It was Halloween weekend. The
A
first
gay
thing
national holiday
that I wanted to ask you, because I have heard that every place was like just shitty cray-cray.
On when? Last night?
All weekend long. But you had your...
I was
Saturday.
busy. I had a busy weekend.
So first...
Full of parties.
How was LaDonna Monroe's party?
I didn't make it.
Ooh, girl. Ooh.
It's true. I did not make it.
And she'll be texting you tomorrow after she...
I already apologized.
Okay, good.
Yeah. But producer Joey went, he went as me.
Did he?
Yes.
Did you do him as you?
No. He's very good at doing me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he went as me. So, you know, I was there.
Technically.
Even though I wasn't there. I know, it does not take much at all. At all.
Like you said, 20 minutes, bim bam boom, I'm done.
I know. So, no, I didn't go to LaDonna's party.
Oh.
And then on Saturday, I went to several parties.
And you were also here.
And then I came here at Moe's. And Moe's was...
crazy.
Insane. But it was so much fun.
Did you get to stop by Nightmare at all before you...
No, I did not.
Okay.
I find Nightmare Normal to be rather boring. Personal opinion.
And are you saying that because of a certain...
No. No, I just find it boring. I know other people may enjoy themselves at it, and I say go.
Go.
I find it boring.
Well, I did go to Nightmare, and...
You were working, weren't you?
No, I actually was not, for like the first year ever.
So you just went. Did you go in a costume?
No, I did not.
Well, that's just really messed up.
Well, it's not really, because even Jay was mentioning that the people there, probably 60 to 70% of them, not in costume.
Well, then I rest my case. Boring.
But
why go to a Halloween party? Why go to a Halloween festival if you're not going to be in costume?
Because people are voyeurs, kind of like me. I love looking at the costumes.
Then go to a bar.
Well, yeah, because that wasn't crowded at all.
Well, at least you have a lot more to look at. And if you're not in a costume, you blend in.
Well, I
heard you guys were at a bar anyways.
Well, we did end up at a bar. Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
I heard.
Poor producer Jay and Little Donald.
Yeah.
Little Donald.
It seems like producer Jay's been a lot of bars this weekend.
He's getting caught up on all this time away in Europe.
Yes. Because when I went in there on Monday after the show, I went over to PAX to see Brian to do our shot. Brian was Jesus for Halloween, by the way. Yes.
Was producer Jay there?
Well, this was last night.
Oh.
But Jay was at PAX on Monday night.
Huh. Interesting.
I want to tell you what I heard, but give me a kiss. Mwah! Oh wait, kiss me again. Mwah!
Poor Jay gets no love. I'm sorry if he loves to kiss.
It was good.
It was good. So how was the contest on Saturday?
It was good. It was very quick. I like doing things. I like them quick, in and out.
Yeah.
But some of the costumes were like really good.
How many?
Some not so good.
How many entrants?
And the one that won was very good. I mean, he was a Thai dancer, and he had this big head dress on, like a Thai dancer, and he had a really good little body and a big old tattoo on his back. It was very good.
Oh. Did you have judges, or was it just audience?
It was my audience. It was pretty easy to figure it out. There were some fun costumes, though. I will say this year there were fun.
Yeah.
Fun costumes.
Well, that's what I was noticing also about Nightmare. While there was not a lot of people in costume like there have been in previous years, the people that were in costume kind of went all out.
Yeah, they don't mess around.
Went all out.
They don't mess around.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So.
And there was some, and then there was this one guy who I talked to him several times because he was rather hotty hot. And I very rarely, well, you all know, I very rarely actually flirt with people,
Well, certainly not as
Ophelia. I'm into you. I don't really do that. Oh my God, I was totally into him. Totally into him. And all night he kept being in my line of, yeah. And then
what
when
was
I
his
actually
costume?
had enough, he changed costumes several times actually.
Okay. Was each one better than the last?
Not necessarily.
Not really. Okay.
Yeah, but one, was like this, they were all cute, but, they were all, one, it was like a skeleton, he was all, in a black, bodysuit,
With the bones.
Yeah, and then one was this, big, inflatable sumo wrestler, and, all sorts of, it was fun. It was good. Anyways, then he disappeared.
And then he disappeared.
Yeah. And I also liked him because he didn't know who I was.
You were like, oh my God, you must be new in town.
He is. I asked him. He just moved here. But I have been asking about him.
And did you walk up to him?
Because I have people, and so I've been doing investigative research.
Exactly, but I just
I'm going to track him down.
I want to make sure that you told him or warned him in advance. Anything you hear from anybody about Ophelia, just know that it's not true.
No, I told him that it would be true.
That it would be true.
Yeah. Well, because he said at one point, because we were sitting there talking, and at one point, and part of the reason I don't really flirt, we've talked about this, part of the reason I don't really flirt is because it's almost like the minute I start talking to someone,
you get cup-blocked.
Total. And everyone comes, from every direction, and, it's crazy. And that's kind of what was happening. And so, but he noticed, and that was kind of the cool part. He's like, well, these people really don't want you to be talking to anybody. And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, you must be like someone. I'm like,
You must be someone.
I've been around for a couple of years.
Right. I'm 29, so.
Yeah. And then, as I'm standing there with the microphone in my hand.
And where did he move from?
We didn't get that far.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm tracking him down.
That'll be the second date.
I'm gonna find him.
Was this technically a first date?
No. It was just a chance meeting.
A chance meeting.
Yes. An encounter.
Well, secret lover of Ophelia, we can't wait to meet you. You can come to the show. We do it here Thursdays.
No, don't.
No, don't. Is he tall?
Well, he's taller, yes.
Than Jay? Because he might cock block.
I'm sure he would try.
And how was the show on Monday? Was it?
It was dead.
Halloween themed?
It was dead.
It was dead. You were like, bam, boom, done.
Well, and actually, it got really busy. The first show was dead. That was I don't even think there's enough people to do one. And then it got really busy, at the very end, and so I did a second show, but it was dead.
That's fun.
But it was the weekend after Halloween. It was you could tell everyone was struggling. Okay, my favorite thing was a friend of mine, Joshua Meredith, posted on Facebook. I don't know what just happened.
I don't know what it was either.
Something happened.
Some accoutrement of yours. Oh, an earring.
Oh, that's a problem. Find the back. Cheap shit. I got it from Bianca. So probably.
It's around there somewhere. We'll
look for it in a little bit. So, oh, thank you. Oh, God, you're so good. Bert would not have done that.
He is a multifaceted producer.
So, I forgot what I was saying.
You were talking about the show. It got busy and...
Oh, no, I changed. So Josh posted on Facebook, he's like, this was Thursday. No, this was Sunday morning. He's like, my neighbor is standing in front, on the balcony, I think he lives right around here, with a bullhorn yelling at all of the Walk of Shame people that are walking home in their costumes from last night. That is my favorite thing in the whole wide world. love doing that.
Well, you know.
This morning, I was going to go and stand in front of Club San Diego last night. Or not last night, this morning, to see all the people. But I might have gone out last night. Just saying.
Oh, where did we go last night?
I went out. I went several places.
And do you remember how you got home?
Uber.
I love Uber.
I love them.
Yes, I love Uber too.
Yes.
Car to bar, to the bar, Uber home.
Yes. It was not good.
No, well, I
And
bet.
guess what else I did?
What?
Okay, now this is how crazy you think I was
Lord.
last night. I went to an after-hours party.
What in gay hell?
I didn't even think those existed anymore.
Ophelia.
Downtown.
This is not 1998. This is downtown.
Yes, to this condo and this skyrise thing downtown. Yeah, it was, I don't know.
Was it amazing? Were you a lesbian?
No, I was not a lesbian. I just went out and drag.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was...
Do you remember any of it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Did you get phone numbers? Did you get...
No. I just had a good time hanging out, blah, blah, blah. I really was having a great time. Really, actually, was having a really good time. Until I walked in the kitchen, and I looked, and it was 3:45 in the morning.
Oh, God. What? Girl.
Suddenly, I wasn't having fun anymore. Like, I went from oh, this is so much fun, I haven't done this in years, oh my God, I gotta go to bed.
It's like you instantly got sober. You're like, what in the hell?
Yeah.
Girl,
so I was all clicking. There's not very many Ubers out at 3:45 in the morning. FYI. But there were.
There were a few. Well, and if they'd be anywhere, they'd probably be downtown.
And, he was there very quick. I felt like, I'm walking out like this because I wasn't sure how good I was looking anymore.
Those are the photos I want to see.
No.
We can post them on our Facebook page.
So I ran to the house and I got out of drag real quick, because I have a rule. I've got to be in bed before the sun comes up. Well, my rule is I've got to be out of makeup before the sun comes up.
And so what time was your first appointment?
I was off today.
Oh, not that. That's very good for you.
Yeah. Bitch, I didn't get out of bed until 1.
Right. 1 o'clock. She barely made it to Lil B's.
Yeah. And I'm blaming it, by the way, all on chatfest.
Is he still in town?
No, he's gone. But we were...
I was like, whew.
We were texting last night, and he's like, oh, what are you going to do? Because, did you have trick-or-treaters?
We actually had a couple.
Yeah.
We live on a street that the kids love to go to. And, of course, I was at the center last night, so...
so you didn't.
I did get to see the ones that were going up and down Center Street. But Donald said that he literally had to shut the sliding door and the screen door and turn off most of the lights inside because they were coming up to the screen door.
Yeah.
And knocking, saying, trick or treat. He's like, I can't give you vodka. I don't know what to give you.
Well, you're supposed to turn off your porch light, but...
we don't have the option to do that.
Oh, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Put sex offender on the front door.
Registered sex offender.
I'm sure. That'll keep them all away.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of them, there's a lot of them in my neighborhood too. So I was sitting at home, and I'm like, I'm not going out. I'm gonna stay home, and I have the porch light off, and I have I also have most of, because Halloween makes no sense. Even when I was a kid, I did not like trick-or-treating, and I didn't understand the whole trick-or-treat concept. All year, call me fucking insane, but all year, you do not open your door to strangers. You really would not open your door to strangers wearing a mask. And then we're just supposed to open their door to strangers and a mask and give them stuff? No.
Well, I think it's because people on Halloween should probably be, I don't know, under the age of 12 doing it, and not, 22 years old.
I was watching some of the girls walking down my street, and I was like, those bitches, El Cajon Boulevard is a couple blocks that way.
Who are you supposed to be?
Yeah, you are little red ho-woofs, is what you are.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
Well, I saw tons of kids, and they were really, really cute. I saw the best costume that I saw, and even
with the robot thing that you sent me?
No, that was a really great one. But was a little girl dressed as Batman. She was the best.
Oh, that's cute.
I mean, the suit was all. I mean, it was like Dark Knight Batman too. It was the best, and she must have been 6 or 7.
Did you see the girl that was on Facebook? The girl that she dressed up like Breakfast at Tiffany's.
No.
She was like, you know, probably 5 or 6. The little girl. Oh. It was so cute.
No, I saw the little girl that did Lady Gaga. That was cute.
In the meat dress?
No, she was in what looked like pajamas, but I mean, the hair was and the sunglasses and the makeup, and it was pretty cute.
Yeah, so no, I don't do it. So Jeff Vest goes, you shouldn't sit home, you should go out. Don't be a homebody, go out. And I'm like, well, okay. So
where did you start the night? We know you ended it at
I started
downtown.
here.
You started here, okay.
No, it was after you left.
Did you
I asked for you. Because I read on your Facebook that you were here.
Oh, he had no idea how he was going to get home. And I think one of his very amazing friends put on his Facebook page, bitch, walk your ass home. You can That was Evelyn, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I made a stop into the Brass Rail. And then I made a stop into SRO. And then I made a stop. Oh, and then that's when I ended up downtown.
Oh. I am only imagining it was probably Richard Ronquillo's friends that you went to visit. I'm just saying. He's got a good butt. Not as good as producer Jay's, but it's good.
Yeah. Harvest Hall was last week too.
Yes, it was. We should probably talk about that after the break because we've run way.
Oh, all right. I guess we're gonna take a break.
And we're gonna need some 5 o'clock shots here pretty soon. So we'll take a break and we'll be right back. We're back. We had our 5 o'clock shots. Well,
somehow I ended up with 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say somehow you had 2 or 3. Well, there's the mayor.
Did I interrupt your meeting? I didn't mean to interrupt your meeting. Come talk to us.
You're never interrupted. I love your little skinny new outfit.
Thank you. Skinny new outfit.
Yeah, she's looking great.
I know, because I snuck in the back because I was yelling at Ricky. Yeah. Speaking of skinny.
It's all that walking you two do on your Fitbits.
My Fitbit's at home.
At home.
At home.
I know. What have you done today?
Not very much.
Let me see.
5:50 and 100, so I didn't get on the treadmill this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you need to start walking. What's Doug at? Like 20,000?
20,000.
It's out. It's already broken.
Oh. It is? Is it going to get a new one?
Hey, Hanukkah's coming up.
Yeah, I just did. They were having a big powwow meeting in the back.
Oh, oops.
All of the importance of the urban
impotence of the Urban Moapos family.
Yeah, and I was trying to find Ricky because
Ricky Cervantes.
Yes, because he has made comments about my shoes. You know, because I wear my platforms a lot because they're comfortable.
Right.
And he's like, you never wear stilettos. La 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 la. So I've worn stilettos twice.
And you wore them today.
I am
some new ones.
Some new ones. And he was nowhere to be found. And so someone goes, oh, he's in a meeting in the back. Or they said he's in the back. So I walked right back in and I flung the door open and I'm all,
oh, hi meeting.
Yeah.
That's all right. We're part of the family too.
Yeah, so I think that was Daddy Chris coming out to yell at me.
See, just crack that whip.
Okay.
We don't want to ruin our shots. Anyways, last Thursday we were here.
Yes.
And then we left to go to
Harvest Howl.
Harvest Howl.
Oh, it's my favorite event. Well, it's not my favorite. It is one of my favorites.
It is one of my favorites too because it's so.
Did you eat everything?
From every single vendor that was there.
Everything except for the fish. And I know that a lot of people. I do not think in the future that people should have fish at these events.
At an event.
Because you could tell who really, really liked the fish dish. Because you know you'd go up and say hello to them, and you're all. I mean, it was like.
What was the one that you went back to a couple of times?
Okay, I really don't know the name of it, which is kind of bad. But it was the one. He was kind of across from Rich Sweeney, arguing, who had the pasta.
Oh, that mac and cheese thing that he.
Yes.
Oh, that was good.
But then, but the other one, which was like a chipotle, whatever. Oh, Oh, that was so good. That was so good that I went and took some to Rich, and I'm like, you gotta try this.
You gotta try it.
And he's like, really?
He's
And I'm
all,
like,
bitch.
yeah, you really need to try this. And so he tried it, and then he was like, oh, this is really good. So they took over a big container for him to take home. I'm like, really?
Really?
What about me? He can make shit at home.
Hello, introductions.
Yeah. Yeah, what am I gonna go home and eat? Nothing.
Oh God, no! That mac and cheese was really, really awesome, and Rich's was fantastic too. That risotto, that whipped goat cheese thing. Oh, that
squash was butter squash.
Good.
Butter squash.
Butternut squash,
goat cheese, yeah.
and goat cheese. And then there was also, and they got stuck outside, which is totally fine because they had the pizza guys outside.
That was good.
And Jersey Joe's and Peter Jungle.
Okay, Peter Jungle. I went back like 5 times.
Well, because they had 10 times the food that all the rest of the ones
they
did.
were like, oh,
they're like, just set it out.
And that hummus.
Oh yes, that hummus was so awesome. Love me some Peter Jungle.
Yeah, it was really good. I had a great time.
And everybody was drinking and laughing.
Oh my God, were they drinking?
The one thing that I love about Harvest Howl is how fucking organized that is. That's very organized.
And Rhea was performing. He was one of my favorite singers. You know, I've known her for a zillion years. Although she got some points deducted. Oh yes, she did. And you know why?
Why?
She took her shoes off.
You know,
she was all performing without her shoes.
That's gross.
That is so Cyndi Lauper.
That is so gross.
Yeah. I'm like, you need to put your shoes back on. You need to put your shoes back on. Oh, and I was all flirting with the bartender there too. I don't know.
Well, there were a couple of really hot bartenders.
I don't know who he was.
Michael, probably.
I don't know if he was gay or not gay.
Which, the one inside or the one outside?
Inside with the glasses.
Yes.
Was that his name, Michael? He was delicious.
He is delicious.
Yeah. Is he gay?
Yes, he is.
Really? Normally, I can figure these things out, but he was delicious.
Did you bid on any of the auction items?
No.
No.
There was really nothing that was driving me crazy.
Well, there was a shit ton of alcohol, and that's why I love the Mariah folks. Mariah puts on a great event, and we should say that Harvest Howl goes to the Youth Housing Project, which is Sunburst Downtown, which we both love very much and support. But they are some drinkers, those real estate agents. They be drinking. And so half of the silent auction items were all liquor.
Oh yeah, they were all liquor. It was good. I mean, I had a good time.
No,
the only complaint that I do have, and I have it frequently on different things. You know, I've been going since the beginning. You know, to both the Harvest Howl and to the casino night. This was the first time that I noticed that they set up a VIP area.
Really?
Yeah. And
I never heard about this VIP.
It was in the back, outside. You know, like. Not on the big patio, but on the
smaller patio.
The smaller patio.
Okay.
That had all roped off, and it was starring for VIPs, and you know, with its own food selection and yada yada yada. And there was never a lot of people in there, and I think that the people that were in there, it was almost uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't agree. I mean, I totally was a little.
Well, A, why was it so separated?
I don't know.
And B, why didn't we know about it? I didn't know about no VIP area.
I don't know. So yeah, I think that I really hope that they lose it. That that it was a trial this year. Let's see. I don't see the point of it.
Unless it's because it's all inclusive, their drinks are included and all of that stuff, which probably makes I would assume their drinks and all that stuff would be included. Well, but the whole event seems really VIP to me. Why?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and I do think that they have two separate tickets because I know that my ticket was that my drinks were included and stuff. So I think that all was. You know
That's
what I'm
why but they put it out to the side, so.
Right, but I mean, I didn't get my drinks out there. I mean, I got my drinks,
inside,
at the regular bars and stuff. And I don't know how they really distinguish. Oh, I think maybe because I had a little dude or something. Okay. But I just didn't like It
felt so excluded from everything.
Yeah, it really
because. From you telling me where it's at, I didn't even realize that was out there.
Yeah, it's out there.
Yeah,
so yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't see the point in it. I think that if people want to donate more money, then there are other ways to do it.
Right.
But I think just to buy a VIP section at an event that is already
VIP-ish. Yeah. I kind of agree with you because it does. I mean, I can understand it for some other different events like maybe a Nightmare on Normal Street or something like that. Preferred seating and all your drinks and all that sort of stuff. But not at that event because it really is already VIP.
Well, and the whole point of that event is to walk around, try the different foods, to highlight the businesses, for the silent auction, for Rhea the entertainment, and then to have something totally separate with its own food and all of that. I was like,
weird.
Of course, I went in the VIP section because of course.
1, 2, 3.
I mean,
1, 2, 3, wake up.
But that's my whole point is that it was uncomfortable. Because there were, at one point I think there was like 3 or 4 of us in there, and we all even said something about, they're like, well, this is
weird. Yeah,
we should move those ropes. And that's kind of what we were saying, is we're like, we should move the ropes, because I mean, it's like, we didn't get it. But,
exactly. Well, that kind of begs the question, what do you feel about like the different bars who do like the VIP and the bottle service and all of that sort of stuff? Particularly here in maybe the Hillcrest area. Do you get that? Do you think that it flies here in Hillcrest, or
no?
I don't think it does either.
I think that, I think the problem with Hillcrest is, well, okay, it's a 2-part answer to me.
Got it.
I think that there are sometimes that, yes, I think that it's good. At some bars, not all bars, but at some bars. Like I will say, at the Brass Rail, I think that it kind of works there. But why it works there is because that seems to be kind of a bachelorette, kind of groupie, cliquey kind of place, and people go there for that. It's it's been around forever,
And they're also not separated from everybody else. They're they're right in the center of it all.
So if you're gonna have a party and you're doing a bachelorette thing, then I think that it is good that you put all of the bachelorette people together.
Right.
At other places, I don't really see where it works. Like, I could never see it working like here, for instance, at Mo's.
Right. No. I wouldn't understand why they would want to. I don't even really understand it at a place like Riches.
I don't either.
Why would they need that at Riches?
Well, I think that the problem, we talked about this last week, I think the problem is that there are people that try to bring Hollywood here. And this is not Hollywood. No. We are way too relaxed. When
we're flip-flops and shorts.
Yeah, when 90% of the patrons are going in flip-flops and jeans and no shirt, that is not Hollywood.
Right.
That is not New York. That is not, your high-class places. So I just don't think that people are catering to the community.
Right.
Which is why, and I've said this before, it's no secret, I think that the bars that are working and continue to work are because they have figured that out. Chris, here at Mo's has figured that out. You have food, you have good drinks at a good price, and it's kicked back.
Right. And there's never a cover.
No.
And it's, with the
Dream Girls.
For Dream Girls, and maybe on a special event fundraiser or something like that. It's food and drinks and a good time. Everybody is the same in here, and most of the bars kind of get that. Right. If you were to design, because we have 1202 that is coming now, they've taken over the new Eden spot.
Right.
They've kind of gutted that inside, and they're trying to redo it a little bit. If you were to give them a good business plan...
They need to watch the show from last week.
That's what I was just going to say.
Yeah.
They need to get rid of all of that stuff that they have tried to do the past 2 times that was not successful, and just make it like...
a fun dance bar.
Yeah.
Not that I'm saying that I'm being all nostalgic and I want to, go to my past, but if you look back, even if you look at bars like Hunters in Palm Springs and that bar up in San Francisco, and I totally can't think of the name of right now.
440 Daddies.
No, it's a
End Up.
It's just a dance. But what has made them successful, and it is what makes LL Bear and the Bear Night successful. You get a good DJ that plays good music, that people want to get out on the dance floor and dance. Now, I understand that there are the clubs, you know, so you have like bitches that want to do the techno-y kind of thing and all of that stuff. And that's fine. But, you know, what has made the Bear Nights is it has a good mix of the disco-y, feel-good, dance. That's what you want to do on the dance floor. You don't want to go and you don't want to feel, it's fluffy, poppy music.
Exactly. It's pop, it's the shit that people know, it's fun times, good vibes, not a very...
You don't have to be tweaked out of your mind to move.
You can actually drink and dance and not have to be, you know, cracking.
Yeah, you don't need to feel the music pumping through your blood. You know, you just want to move. So I think that is totally what I would tell them to do. Put good music. I mean, that's what Chris Shaw started on with West Coast Production Company.
WCPC. When do you think that there are two things that I have said, and I think that you have kind of agreed, or maybe you started it and then I agreed. I don't know. There are two things.
It's probably the latter.
Probably. There are two things that I think that our community here in San Diego is missing that I know a lot of other kind of gay enclaves or gay bubbles have in other larger cities. A super dedicated country bar and a absolutely 100% sports bar for the LGBT.
Both of those for me.
Okay.
The problem is, let's be clear, because I've been telling people to open a sports bar, to a total dedicated sports bar, since John McClusker. And John McClusker actually was looking into switching over one of his clubs to it. So I totally think that it should be done. I think it would take off. If someone just with a little bit of money actually did it, and really turned it into a sports bar, they would become rich, and I would want royalties. The problem with country is this, because there's not a lot of country dance clubs anywhere. I mean, you don't have like a big country place up in well, anywhere really on the West Coast.
Well, I know they have one in Los Angeles. This is Rawhide, right?
Yeah, but it's...
Is it not really country anymore? Or?
No, I mean, it's country, but it doesn't pull in.
Oh, okay.
Country is, I call it a fatty kind of music.
Okay.
I mean, there are people that, like myself, that love it, and you know, it's what I listen to primarily. I listen to a little bit of everything, but primarily it's country. And I think that the people that dance on, you know, Wednesdays and stuff. Now, there are problems with the dancing, just like anything. Country music is a little different in dancing than a dance club. At a dance club, this is going to take much longer but a dance club, you can get up there by yourself and roll around with your friends and, you know,
leave and come back when you want to. And
country, if you're going to two-step or going to shadow or shuffle, or, you know, you need a partner. And so that is a little intimidating to people. To find someone, you know, if they have someone to come with and dance and they're partners or friends, then that works good. But otherwise, what happens is you get into cliques, and I am guilty of it. I am totally guilty of it, because I have people that I dance very well with, and so when I'm in a two-step, there are certain people that I want to two-step with. If I want to shuffle, there are other certain people that I want to shuffle with. So I know, you know, so it gets kind of cliquey, and then that kind of leaves some people out, and I think country dancing could be a little intimidating.
So it's too niche. It's too...
It can be.
Okay.
It can be. But it works. I mean, you go in Cahoots, for example. That place is packed
all the time.
Right.
So, but do...
And gays, and I've said this, gays don't talk to each other. They do not talk to each other. So maybe someone should come up with an app that when you go into a country dance club, You could turn on the app, and then if you want to dance, you could go 2-step, lead, and then you could go down and find someone.
Ophelia, see? Ophelia, somebody needs to come up with that idea.
Yeah, I think that would be a brilliant thing.
Maybe they should call it, I don't know.
Ho-dance.
Ho-dance.
Yeah, I think that's what they should do. Yeah.
Or yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Maybe a chalkboard,
Yeah.
like
You
for
know what?
pool
I'm
playing.
gonna talk to Chris right now about that.
See? Well, maybe you should go talk to Chris while we take a break
All
and
right.
come back and talk about other things, or not.
Oh my God, that's brilliant. I'm gonna go talk to him.
We'll be right back. Cheers, we're back. And we're still with producer Kurt.
I am a millionaire-ess.
Well, let's hope that your chalkboard idea makes you $100 million.
Made a ton of money.
Although that chalkboard idea was Kurt's, the app was yours.
Yes.
That's what I'm gonna make money on.
You know,
app.
I know a few app developers that I can link you up to, just to let you know.
I think that would be brilliant.
We're gonna get that.
And I have it on video.
Video,
Steal my
see?
way, I'm gonna fucking sue you.
And you know who's gonna be the first one to comment about that shit? Lucas.
Probably.
Because Lucas is he's the first one. I think he must be the first subscriber on iTunes because he's the one that gets it the first.
Yeah.
Anytime we ever have a show, he's the first one. Speaking of the show though, we have gotten some amazing comments on the show. Some really, really wonderful comments.
Really? People are watching?
I know, can you believe it? And interestingly, they've been primarily on YouTube. And you know, we have like 8 views on YouTube because YouTube is a secondary distribution channel for us. But I think that a lot of it has to do with Chad. Chad Michaels, who was on the RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars, and they're all going back to watch all of his old interviews and all of that stuff. And we've got a shit ton of Chad Michaels comments.
No one liked me on that show.
Because you didn't ask enough questions.
I didn't ask enough good questions. Although, little did they know that there was a lawyer standing on the other side of the camera.
She wasn't allowed to say anything.
Yeah. Couldn't even ask what room she takes a dump in.
Right?
That was against the rules.
Which is why we talk so much about her being at the brass rail.
Yeah.
Did you notice my facial hair?
Yes, you're getting a little mustache because isn't it mustache month, November?
It's
Mo month or Mo no.
Mono.
Mono.
It's Movember.
Movember.
Movember. I'm growing my porn stash. Yes.
Here, Phil. I have one too.
Yeah. all I got was powder. And yes, it is Movember, and I know it's national, so a lot of people are doing it. But this is, this is the prostate and testicular cancer version of a pink ribbon. So we don't do the pink ribbons for breast cancer. We do mustaches for
just for 1 month.
Just for 1 month. So you stop shaving on the 1st of November.
Right.
And you grow that shit out until the end of November, and you take pictures of it and
put it on
post it on Facebook and all that shit.
So you're gonna shave everything but your mustache.
But my mustache, yes, for the entire month. And we will see at the end of the month. So we've got 5 shows this month that we will do. We'll see what it looks like
by the end.
By the end.
Yes. I wonder how much gray's gonna be on it.
Oh, it's gonna be a shit ton of gray. Should I dye it?
Yeah. No.
No. I shouldn't dye it? Okay.
No, because then you're gonna look like. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. I'll have this black mustache and fucking salt and pepper hairs looking all stupid.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think mustaches are hot.
Well, I thank you for saying that because, producer Jay thinks that they are disgusting.
I think they're hot.
But I bet you if I was 6'5", he'd be loving all up on it.
That's probably true.
See, I'm just saying. He'd be riding my face like there's no tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we will not talk to each other before next Tuesday, which is the election.
Yes. No, we will not.
Well, we will talk to each other probably.
Probably by text, or you'll call me and you'll
actually
ask a question.
Come to think of it, we probably won't.
Probably won't.
I may want to know something.
You're always so busy, but I am actually leaving because I'm going to Palm Springs Pride.
I am too.
Are you going to Palm Springs Pride?
I am.
Well, then we'll just hang out there and talk. So.
All right. I'm going up Saturday afternoon.
Okay. All right, and you're gonna be doing beer in the tent.
No. I'm gonna.
Oh, that's right. You hate them right now. Because you're fighting.
No.
No.
No. In fact, the rodeo is going to be, the San Diego Rodeo is doing some stuff on Sunday at the festival.
Oh, okay.
So I'll be at that. And then I'll probably do the parade. They want me to be in the parade on Sunday morning. I don't know.
You're all, do they want Ricky in the parade or Ophelia in the parade?
They want Ophelia,
oh, good God.
So, no one ever wants Ricky. No one, yeah. I'm like, who the fuck is that? So, so I'm debating. And then the following weekend, I'm going to go to Vegas.
Oh. Are you meeting a tryst?
No, I'm going to the rodeo convention.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But,
so you won't be here next Thursday, and we won't be able to talk about election.
Right, we will not.
Because I'll apparently have someone else in the hot seat.
I don't think, this is just my election prediction. I do not think that we will have clear winners on several important things.
What's the first one you don't think we'll have clear winner?
I don't think the president thing is going to be totally 100% decided. I think that there are going to be some legalities on it. I think it's going to be way too close. I mean, well, it's either going to be he's going to win.
It's either going to be a landslide or it's going to be like this.
Right. And then, if it's like that, then you're going to have recounts and lawsuits and
for real. So it's going to be 2000 and whatever all over again.
Yeah. And I think the mayor race here, I think that's going to be
super tight.
Super tight. And I also think that the other one, the Scott Peters one, is going to be
Peters and Bilbray.
Yeah. So I think that a lot of the races are going to be almost too close
to be able to call when we do our show.
Right.
We might not even have a mayor next Thursday.
No, there's still the mayor.
No, I mean, we might not have a decided mayor.
Right.
Because they'll be counting and suing each other.
Exactly. Do you know where I will be next Tuesday, though?
You will be down at Election Central for the Republican Party. Making sure you're at the buffet.
Yes. Because everyone laughs at me, but every year, I go to the Republican Party down there.
Is Lorena going to be okay with that? Because I'm sure she would love to have you by her side.
I'll go to her party too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they have good food? Does Lorena have good food?
Not nearly as good.
That shit is union food. It's not that good.
Yeah, the Labor Party has the booze.
They have the booze.
Yeah, we have the jam. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It is like a full-on date night. The Labor Party will have the booze. The Republican Party has the food. Tons.
And the men.
And no. For that, I go to the Labor Party.
Yeah, I go to the Labor Party.
Those are my kind of men.
Those are the mans.
And
in their hard hats.
Yeah. Yummy.
Some firemen.
I go to the Democratic parties too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, of course, because you want to see Todd and all the friends and the peeps.
And it's fun. That's my social. So I go to the Democratic Party to socialize, the Republican Party for the food, the Labor Party for the alcohol.
So it's going to be just how it was for me and you in the primaries, where I'm going to get nothing but fucking texts from you all night long. 100 of them at least, from about 7 o'clock until 11 o'clock. Because guess where I'll be?
At the center.
Of course.
Yes. And do you know what else I'm excited about next Thursday? Because I know it inevitably will happen.
Yes.
Inevitably.
Do
you know what that is?
What?
Why would I be looking to, other than what I just explained, why else would I be excited to go down to Election Central?
Odie. That makes Jay very jealous.
I am already picking out my outfit to wear.
She'll be moving in there for the photo ops, let me tell you. Poor Mayor Sanders.
I just ran into Raina, the mayor's wife, at Tuesday morning. We were shopping, and she made a comment about my obsession with Odie. So
she must watch the show.
I don't think you have to watch the show to know that I am.
Not really.
Yeah. I don't stalk him, though. I want everyone to,
This is why I think you should join Stonewall. Because if you joined Stonewall, you would get many, many opportunities to see Odie beyond what you already see him.
I think he would get a restraining order.
Probably.
Like,
Probably. He'd be like, no.
I would join the Stonewall Patrol only if I could do a ride-along with Odie.
You join Stonewall, I'll be your boss.
Yeah, see? Producer Jay will be your boss. She's like, clearly that's not happening. So.
Clearly someone is delusional. Isn't he the president?
He is the VP, yes.
Oh, the VP.
Producer Jay is the new VP of Stonewall.
Yay!
Yay, woo woo!
Yay!
He cracks that whip.
Yeah.
Social climber.
Who's the president?
The president is Larry McMinn.
That's who I'd be on my
That's
side.
who'd be on your side. Well, you know, he'd probably be all about him some Ricky.
Oh, please.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Yeah. He's not Jason. Oh, no, he wouldn't.
I think he might. You know who would be all about you?
Who?
Karen. She's also on the board. Karen, our favorite from Pride.
Yeah.
Who's no longer at Pride. So.
Yeah. Hey, you know, speaking of Pride, if their totals come out this year yet? Yeah, because I think they're supposed to release 30 days after the event.
Well, no, I don't think their totals have come out. But I will say that they did give or present a check to the center for $30,000.
Oh, so then they have numbers.
They must.
Otherwise, how would they just give
Right,
out money?
exactly.
Right.
But they did give the center a check for $30,000.
Well, that was sweet.
And that was, they did that at the gala.
Oh, when was the gala? Did I miss it?
2-3 weeks ago.
Oh, totally missed it.
Yeah, well. Right.
Do I?
I don't know what we were doing. Some thing, some event.
I don't know.
Some after hours party. Do you have any events coming up that you want to plug?
Well, the blanket drive is starting.
Oh, that's right.
I'm starting
We
the
did
blanket
get the
drive. It's
email.
already kicked off. So I'm going to tell you what, people already know, which I'm totally grateful for that I've done this. I've done this for many, many years now. I've already collected 150 blankets.
Girl.
Just from people that have called, and I've went and picked them up and stuff. So, which is really great. The kickoff to that, there was going to be a kickoff show on the 30th.
Right, of November. Right.
Right. And,
which we have done for the past 2-3 years now.
Right, but you aren't doing it this
I
year.
will not be able to do it
You're going
this
to
year.
some blog award ceremony
Something
thing.
downtown, yes, I know.
So, of course, I'm doing it.
Of course.
So the blanket drive is coming up. So if people have blankets, they just have to be clean. They can be old. They don't have to be new. Donate them. And if somebody wanted to send a check, make it out to the Imperial Court and send money because we'll buy blankets.
Of course, and there's drop-off locations here at Moe's, probably at the entire Moe's family of restaurants, Moe's, Gossip
Center.
Grill, Urban, Hillcrest Brewing Company, and Baja Betty's, and of course at the center. And I think that barrel goes up tomorrow. So.
So I think this year, I was just shy of 1,000 last year.
Girl.
I think this year we can do it.
I bet you we can. I bet you we can. We will pump it every week. And then we should also not forget that we've got Toys for Kids Drive 2 coming up, which is the toys for Family Matters for the holidays, for Hanukkah.
Because the holidays are, and I think that that's super important. And it's now also when people are out, cleaning out your cupboards and you're buying food for pantries, don't forget that there are shelters that need food to feed people.
Yep.
There is Mama's Kitchen and there's Being Alive. Special delivery. All of those people need food, so don't forget them right now. And they're going to be, I'm sure they're going to be doing the cake, the pumpkin
pie in the sky. And they actually have. They've already started putting up the thing, so you can go to mamaspies.org or mamaskitchen.org and start ordering your pies for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and they're cheap. They're $20.
Yeah, $20.
And the pies are really good. Yeah.
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah, so that's really good. So,
what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
What am I going to do for Thanksgiving?
Want to come over?
What are you having?
Well, I'm having...
No, I've got to my mom and dad.
Well, you can come over after. I think we've invited you the last 3 years and you just never showed up.
Yeah.
Well, my parents will be down. Donald's parents are actually coming.
Oh, really?
Lee and Trent. And we've got a whole little slew of people coming over.
Marcio?
If he is here, he might come. If not, Producer Jay.
Show, so.
Producer Jay can come. If he's not... with his
go up to
family.
see his family?
Or with someone tall, you know.
I think he goes up to see his family.
I always get kicked to the curb for someone tall.
In December 15th.
Scott Carlson.
No. They're doing that. They're also doing the Home for the Holidays. So I just got a little doodad.
Oh yeah, the email. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Home for the Holidays.
I think it's a great idea. But it's all of the organizations. And they do the turkey and the ham, and then everyone brings a side dish.
And it's non-denominational, so it's just holiday. It doesn't matter what you are, pagan, Pentecostal, whatever.
I think I'm going to try to go to that.
But also is the Scott Carlson, which this will be now the 3rd year that it's been at the center.
Oh, so it's both this.
The Imperial Court always does the Scott Carlson
Is that
community Thanksgiving dinner.
That's on Thanksgiving.
That will be on Thanksgiving Day at the center, and that is open to anybody, free of charge. It doesn't matter. You show up, you get food.
And you can volunteer for it. That's
and you
really
can.
Fun.
And
there are so many ways that you can volunteer for the Scott Carlson dinner. I mean,
buy some turkeys, do a turkey drive.
Right. You can go in and cook. You can serve,
clean up, break down,
set up. You know, one of my favorite things is to be a table host.
Yep.
You know, where you just sit at a table and it's a fun dinner.
Well, and the thing that's great about the Scott Carlson dinner too is that it happens early enough that you could do it when it happens in the morning and still be home in time for your family's Thanksgiving dinner, which is usually early to mid-afternoon.
Right.
So think about it. You can go to www.thecentersd.org to find out information about that, or imperialcourtsd.org.
Right. And then it's Pride in Palm Springs.
Pride in Palm Springs, which is where I'll be this weekend. You'll be this weekend.
Next weekend is Leather Pride in Palm Springs.
Oh, good Lord. That's right, I forgot about that. I wonder if that guy that injects his balls with saline is going to be... Oh, he's my favorite to see at the barracks.
All right, on that, I think we're going to go.
All right, everybody, have a fun Pride Palm Springs weekend, and I will see you next week. She will not.